Today we're visiting a beautiful shrine and church sanctuary called Notre-Dame-du-Cap or Notre-Dame-du-Cap. We'll see the outside, some highlights, peek inside the dome, and chat about architecture, geometry, and design. So sit back and enjoy. Drive a car in eastern Canada between Montreal and Quebec City, and there is a tiny Catholic sanctuary named Le Sanctuaire Notre-Dame-du-Cap, or in English, Basilica of Our Lady of du Cap. It's a 100% free of charge place for visitors, but consider making a donation online, or as a courtesy, maybe ask at the nearby gift shop how to make a small donation. Well, the Basilica outside is a Gothic-style church, but it doubles as a place for meditation and reflection, with the beautiful St. Lawrence River flowing nearby as a backdrop. The shrine was designed by architect Adrien Dufresne in the year 1964. Seen from the air, one sees a pretty eight-sided shape, or octagon, almost like a flower's petals. The building has reinforced concrete, and the framework has big arches that descend into pillars at the angles of the main octagon. Its roof is made of copper metal. The structure is 260 feet wide by 165 feet wide, or that's around 79 by 60 meters. It is capable of holding 1,660 people. For musical instruments, it has a so-called cassavant organ with 5,425 pipes. The stained glass windows are by Dutch oblate father Jan Tillemans. Outside the church is a huge gift shop, restaurant, activity area, and restrooms. There is ample free parking for cars and buses. There is a separate building, a sanctuary, that one can visit for even more quiet meditation. Back to the main basilica, it has 430,000 visitors each year. The loud church bell rings on the hour, so be sure to be outside at the top of the hour for those who like the sounds of church bells. Apologies in advance for the not steady camera walking video. But walking around the outside of the building, we see this almost flower petal looking window with 10 points and some embedded pentagons or five-sided windows, a central ring of trapezoids, and an innermost 10-sided polygon or decagon that is offset from the entire decagon outer edge by 18 degrees. A geometer's dream. We see tall vertical windows with triangle caps and smaller gem-like slit windows, also with triangular caps and bottoms, a stretched hexagon, almost like a sapphire. We see many Gothic-style points or pinnacles ornamenting each triangular capped cross-gable sub-building. Even the black lamp posts have a polygonal geometric design in keeping with the main building. We even see true octagonal windows just above the glass-lined walkway on the south side of the building. Then there is this diamond-shaped window. There are some maybe Doric or Egyptian-style columns on the walkway, differing from the main Gothic style, but harmonious nevertheless. We then come to a big, tall wooden doorway with a tall sculpture of Mary. We also see tiny sculpted flowers of France called fleurs de lys. And there are two smaller sculptures of females, possibly saints, below the main Mary. One can see interesting eyes, almost Asian-like, stretched eyes, and a sculpted stone made to look like a veil cloth, and the so-called Immaculate Heart of Mary that she's holding near her chest. She's noble-looking. The sculpture was by artist Mr. Lauréat Valliere. Want to see a separate video we did on Lauréat Valliere? Here's the link. But back to the building. Notice the single L-shaped capstone or keystone atop one of the stretched windows and the surrounding interlaced stones. Ashlar masonry, maybe? Finally, we see the guide sign at the parking lot. Inside the dome, we see 8 electric lights, one for each face of the octagon. Some beautiful stained glass windows, and polished wooden pews for the churchgoers, likely made of solid oak or maple wood. We see the central Christian cross near the altar. Stained glass windows, and a lobby area with votive candles, some alight. The place is very airy, with the diffused light from the stained glass windows giving a subdued effect. Imagine the slight aroma of burning incense as one walks about. The central stained glass window is again of the Virgin Mary, her hands together in prayer. Here's another stained glass of Jesus on the cross, wearing a crown on his head. Again, the stained glass was made by Dutch artist Jan Tilleman. For people into architecture and engineering, here's a brief word about that. The church is octagonal or 8-sided. If one imagines 4 separate lines as kinds of spines or spokes, then connect all the vertices. One can see what the architect might have been going for. Architectural stresses are distributed in a circular manner all around the octagon. Imagine a small log cabin with wooden beams for a roof. Gravity causes the roof to sag in the middle, and over time, with a huge building, such a roof would break under its own weight. To distribute vertical stress from gravity off to the sides, the cross gable has its own triangular roof. Imagine such a shape in a stretched long building in 3D space. Now for the dome. The arch distributes gravity stress down from the top and off to the sides. And since there are 4 such arches, the roof is well supported. Any horizontal stresses on the outside, from wind, rain, snow, air pressure, are also distributed to other parts of the structure. In summary, we have triangle support on the cross gables, radial support around the octagon, and arched support for the roof. Combine all the stress relief together, and this building should, in principle, last a long, long time. Now let's summarize the mathematical geometry. Outside the building, we have the 8-sided or octagonal main structure, with imaginary diagonals or spokes on 4 lines, triangle-roofed cross-gable subbuildings, and intersecting geometric arcs for the roof dome. The main windows are 10 sides or decagonal with some embedded pentagons, an inner ring of trapezoids, and another 10-sided polygon or decagon. There are vertical windows with triangle caps, slit windows with triangular tops and bottoms, a stretched hexagon, an octagonal window, and a white triangle pattern all around the exterior on each face of the establishment. And even the black lamp posts with squares, rectangles, and trapezoids fit in with the theme. Thanks for watching up until this point. If you like this video, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and leave a like and a comment. We're now going to show some unedited video for your further enjoyment.
Ça. Non, mais j'ai dit qu'il fallait aider, moi, c'est pas grave. J'en ai pris le gars, il n'y a pas de...